Hello, this is Sammy Carter on the WWE Talks 2013 YouTube channel, and this is what we've got for SummerSlam 2013. Now, we all know Money in the Bank is coming up tonight, and we've just realised that Kane was injured this past Monday, who was meant to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match for the chance for the WWE Championship. Now, I've heard some rumours going on about this replacement, and what the WWE are intending to do is, because of CM Punk's involvement in the ladder match, they're actually thinking of putting Brock Lesnar in this match. Now, the reason being of this development is because the WWE are very convincing that they really want this match between CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, as many of us want. I mean, I want it the same way, right? And they feel that if Brock Lesnar and CM Punk can develop a rivalry with ladders, this could set up a brutal match between the two next month at SummerSlam. I mean, why not? Brock Lesnar, CM Punk in the same match, Money in the Bank. I don't see why not. Curtis Axel in the SmackDown Money in the Bank, and then you got Brock Lesnar and Punk in the Raw. Sounds really, yeah. I like that actually. I like WWE's ideas on that one. So we'll just have to wait and see what WWE do with that space, and whether Brock Lesnar does fill in that space tonight or not, we don't know. But other stuff the WWE are looking to do for SummerSlam, they're looking for a Dolph Ziggler face turn. Now, you may have noticed that obviously this was going to come eventually for Dolph Ziggler, however, instead of Dolph Ziggler winning obviously they're really hyping up the Alberto Del Rio retaining the title thing, because what they want to see at SummerSlam is they want to see Dolph Ziggler versus his former friend Big E Langston. Now, I think the reason behind this is because they're assuming that Big E Langston's going to be the reason why Alberto Del Rio is going to still be champion against Dolph Ziggler. And they believe that Big E Langston will turn on Dolph Ziggler to schedule the two to wrestle each other at SummerSlam next month, which would be... I think it'll be good, actually. To see Dolph Ziggler, Big E Langston. Why not? Let's get that match on. So hopefully tomorrow night they'll set up a match between Ziggler, Big E, for the SummerSlam pay-per-view, which would be nice. So yeah, that's another thing WWE are looking to do for the SummerSlam pay-per-view. And then you've got a new group called the Water Family. Now, this is a new group that I'm hearing people talk about quite a bit, because, this past week we saw them attack Kane, and they're the reason why Kane is not at Money in the Bank tonight. Now, speculation is assuming here that there is a possibility that they're going to try, and when I say try, I mean try, to get The Undertaker to come in for SummerSlam to team up with The Undertaker, the Brothers of Destruction. But with The Undertaker still injured from the Shield, the question is now, is The Undertaker going to be physically ready for the SummerSlam pay-per-view, or is it going to be the case of a six-man tag team match where Kane will have to find two new people until The Undertaker is fully healed, which we don't even know when that will be. So, I'm just having high hopes that The Undertaker will be ready in time for SummerSlam, so we'll have a Brothers of Destruction versus the Water family at SummerSlam. I like the sound of the match happening, but you know, hopefully the Dead Man will be back in time for the show, so we'll get that development going, which would be cool. Another match that WWE are looking to do, Dean Ambrose to hopefully face Christian for the US Championship at SummerSlam, because they're looking for Christian to battle one of the members of the Shield, because he's been facing members of the Shield lately. And they want to see Dean Ambrose and Christian to have a big title match at SummerSlam, so I don't see why not. You could have those two together. I think Christian could be a good US champion if they develop his character. And then we've got the other members, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, the tag champions, to either face the team of Randy Orton and Sheamus, or Antonio Cesaro and Jack Swagger. Okay, so we'll have to see what happens here, because you know, we'll you never know. Anything is possible. That's what I say. Yeah, we'll just have to find out. But now this is an interesting talk, because you may have noticed this recently, but Triple H and Mr. McMahon, you know, I don't understand what rivalry this is about, but, you know, it all starts off after Extreme Rules. Triple H comes out and, you know, he faces Curtis Axel, but he was collapsing during the match because of the injuries he suffered from Brock Lesnar during that cage match. And from basically, what's the best way to describe this? Basically, Vince McMahon didn't really want Triple H to compete against Curtis Axel. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. But Triple H was like, no, I want to face this guy. I want to finish some business with Paul Heyman. But, you know, he had the chance the following week. But Mr. McMahon just kept restarting, you know, the keeps ending the match. Triple H kept restarting the match. And this is basically turning into a feud. And the early reports are assuming that there's going to be a McMahon family feud for WrestleMania 30. Which is going to take place on April 6th, I think it is, next year. But it basically says here, the McMahon family's feud is booked for WrestleMania 30, and the process is about to take shape at SummerSlam. So, looks like there's going to be further McMahon problems heading into the SummerSlam pay-per-view, which I have no idea what they're going to do. I have no idea what Triple H, Mr. McMahon have got planned, but apparently it says here, this is for power between the manageably big wigs of WWE could provide a powerful story for WrestleMania. So basically, in their description, they try to say this is a battle for who's the real boss in the WWE. Is it Mr. McMahon or is it Triple H? So I like that, actually. I like to see who's the real boss of the WWE. Is it really the guy who created it, Mr. McMahon, or is it the CEO Triple H? So you never know. That could be a good plan for WrestleMania 30. I like the sound of it. So we'll see what happens with it. But here we go. This is the big bit here. Another top match that could be in the card is one between Paul Heyman guys, CM Punk and Brock Lesnar, who made a surprise appearance and attacked Punk after his match against Alberto Del Rio a few weeks ago on Raw. With Paul Heyman playing pivotal role in his epic match, SummerSlam will certainly be a treat for wrestling fans. And yes, it will, because, I mean, come on. for a match like this, for CM Punk and Brock Lesnar to face each other, it's going to be explosive. It's going to be the massive match that we've all been wanting to see, because, I mean, many of us have been saying, for a while, why can't we see CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar? Why can't we see these two guys go at it and see who deserves Paul Heyman the most? That sounds like a good match right there in front of you. You've got guys who are potential to actually put on a classic, and that's what they're going to do. I reckon they're going to put on a classic for the fans to talk about. But yeah, basically. But yesterday, Bleacher Report had given some names of who they think is going to be up for the Money in the Bank ladder match. One of the names they're saying is Great Khali. The other name they're saying is Kofi Kingston. The other one, The Big Show. And then you've got, I think it's Mick Foley, Mankind, something like that. They're trying to assume that. No, that's not right. Hang on a minute. I think that must have been the end of the article or something. Oh yeah, it's the end of the article. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I reckon we're going to have a really good show at tonight's Money in the Bank. I think it's going to look good. I mean, we've got some great matches on the go. You've got... Right, let me just get the matches up so I can, what can you say about tonight's matches? It's just great. The Usos versus the Shield, the two members of the Shield, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. That's going to be a kick-off for Money in the Bank. It's been confirmed. Obviously tonight, Rob Van Dam's back. You got to accept for RVD's return. Love it. Jericho versus Ryback. That's going to be a brutal match. And then you've got this Caitlyn AJ rivalry that's going like crazy right now. The Miz versus Curtis Axel. That's a rivalry that's been building up recently. And then you've got the World's Title Contract Money in the Bank ladder match with Dean Ambrose, Fandango, Jack Swagger, Antonio Cesaro, Dean Ambrose, Damian Sandow, Cody Rhodes, and Wayne Barrett. Wow. Good. And then you've got the All-Star with CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Christian, Sheamus, Rob Van Dam, and, well, the return of Rob Van Dam and Randy Orton, as well as a slot that needs to be filled, which we'll find out tonight. And then you got Del Rio, Dolph Ziggler, and Cena, Mark Henry. So it looks like we're going to be in for a good night tonight. I can see something good. But not that long to go, guys. That's all I say. Not long to go. So that's basically it for now, and hopefully I'll be live for a Google Hangout tomorrow to give out the results, some opinions of my fellow wrestling colleagues on what we liked about the Money in the Bank show, which I'll hope to be watching tomorrow, which would be awesome. So yeah, take care everybody.